Okay, so we just talked about clear, calm instructions, and now we're going to do an activity to help us come up with logical consequences for misbehavior. Logical consequences should last a short time, maybe from 5 to 30 minutes. For children 6 and under, it should be maybe between 5 and 10 minutes, and for school-age children, it should be from 10 to 30 minutes. And of course, that depends on the severity of the behavior and how old the child is. And after the child misbehaves and you implement the consequence, there should always be a chance for them to practice appropriate behavior right after the incident occurs. So we're going to do an exercise, but first just look up at the screen. There's an example there that says your child is playing with their drink at the dinner table. And what would be the logical consequence for that? You take the drink away for 10 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go to our workbook in page 46. I'm going to read out the problem behaviors listed there, and then as a group you will respond with what you think the logical consequence would be. Does anyone have any questions about that or about logical consequences?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. So the first one is the one that they used in the presentation. The child is playing with their drink at the dinner table. We said that we would take the drink away. The next one is your child is playing roughly with other children. What would the logical consequence be for that?
Sit for 5 minutes if they don't stop playing roughly.
Right, that's a great idea. Is there anything else that anyone else would do? Or do you like Magali's suggestion?
Maybe removing the child, separating them, it's kind of the same, but you separate them for 10 minutes, for example.
Right, okay, those are two really good ideas. All right, the third one says your child is wandering away from you on a walk. What would the logical consequence be there?
Had to be
So they're wandering away from you. What would you like them to do instead of wandering away from you?
Hold my hand. Give me
Right.
my-
That's great. Good one. Okay. The fourth one says your child is climbing on the window. What would you do about that? What logical consequence?
will tell to stop climbing on the window. If the child don't stop climbing on the window, so maybe put it in silent time
Okay.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean 3 minutes maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. The last one says your child is drawing on the wall. What's the logical consequence you would use there?
I can remove the crayons for 5 minutes.
Okay, remove the crayons. Yep. They don't have anything to draw with. Is there anything else you would do with that? After you remove the crayons, what might you do?
I can take him to a place like a notebook and tell him, hey, here's the place where you can do all your drawings.
All right, that's a good idea. Give him something else to do or show him an appropriate place to draw. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna give you another example, just kind of talking to your child how you would implement the logical consequence with them. So you might say, Johnny, you were drawing on the wall, so now I'm going to take your crayons for 5 minutes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so one thing I think I did well was explaining the activity clearly, and something I think I could have done better is to model the scenarios more, like give more examples.